All right. Some people seem to think that me saying that black women are beautiful as they are is misleading, and that it's wrong for me to say that. And that by me saying so, I'm saying that being overweight is healthy. So I just wanted to clear the air with these couple of things. First of all, I didn't say you're perfect the way you are. I said you're beautiful the way you are. Beauty is something that extends beyond the physical. And so, yes, the physical is definitely a part of that. But I think everyone's journey is beautiful. It doesn't mean it's lovely or easy to watch or easy to understand, but it's not yours to understand. It's yours to acknowledge as, another aspect of reality experiencing itself, right? Not to go all hippie on you, but this is what I meant when I said that black women are beautiful the way you are. What I meant, and I do really believe that, because we go through the most. And so I think every black woman deserves respect just for showing up every day, You, in spite of your upbringing, in spite of your background, in spite of your physical appearance, in spite of what other people have said about you, are still showing up for you every day, whether you realize it's for you or not. Whether you may have kids and you say, no, I'm doing this for my kids, or for some other exterior reason, you're showing up for you at the end of the day. And that takes courage. Even if you are showing up for someone else, you know what? That still takes courage. But I would advise against just, letting your cup run empty, because you can't give when yours is on empty, right? So looking after yourself is essential, spiritually, mentally, and yes, physically as well, because you want your body to last. So, I don't apologize or back down or take it back, because I mean that. I mean that every black woman especially is beautiful to me, because I know the variety, I know the spectrum of problems that we can face. So that, you working your way through life and choosing to love yourself when other people say you shouldn't, when society constantly tells you shouldn't, I'm going to tell you you're beautiful, because you fucking are. You literally are. You're an inspiration. And that goes for this model as well, because, I think even the way she's handling it, handling the backlash, she's kind of laughing it off, and you can tell that that's how she's dealt with bullying all her life, or negative critique, which I think is what this is a negative critique from the community. Who are we to judge? Just because someone is overweight doesn't mean they're automatically unhealthy, actually. Just like being skinny doesn't mean you're super healthy. You could have problems in either realm. Just like being vegan doesn't mean you're going to be stick skinny. You can be a big girly and still be a vegan. And you can eat meat and be as lean as Usain Bolt. It really doesn't matter. Genetics are going to do what they do. So for us to tie our whole barometer of acceptability politics, I call it, on something that you have no control over, is wild to me. It's the same vibe as being homophobic within the black community. But before you say, oh, you have control over your weight, yeah, some people do, but you're making a really sweeping assumption. Some people can't do anything. It doesn't matter what they do, because maybe they're big boned, or there's a whole array of reasons as to why someone may not be able to lose the weight that you feel that they should. And whether or not her case is to do with just overeating or unhealthy eating or genetics is besides the point. I think the point is to say that, yes, this is a black woman who exists in her truth in this lifetime, in these times that we're in, and she's doing okay. She's all right. She's got a statue carved up in her image. Like, she's actually all right, because this society accepts and sees, if not accepts, this society sees people for who they really are, and can celebrate that, can celebrate her for being who she is. Not necessarily celebrating her being unhealthy as you perceive it, just her being who she is. That is enough for a black woman to do. God damn, like, can a woman not get a break? Can a woman not just rest in her truth with all the belly flab and the baby weight? I'm not saying she has baby weight, I'm just talking generally now. And the stretch marks and the life scars that she has. Could she not just be? Could she not just, just stop in the middle of Times Square and take a breath, please? Because that's essentially what you guys, I feel, are against. You're arguing against her being allowed to rest. You're like, nope, you're not perfect enough. Keep going. Keep running on the treadmill. Bitch, you're not perfect enough. You're embarrassing us in front of the white people. That's what it sounds like to me. And that's That's wrong. I don't subscribe to that mentality. So I don't like this whole shaming culture that we're in. Yeah, man, just let people be who they are. As long as they're not harming anyone, then it really isn't none of your business. I mean, someone made a valid point. Someone made a valid comment saying obesity. Let me find the comment actually, because I don't wanna misquote. So someone said, shouldn't we all strive to be better, not stay the way we are? Are we actually perfect? Yeah. So yeah, as I said, I didn't say you were perfect. You heard what you wanted to hear. That's projection right there. This is what I mean. All right. We're all experiencing life from our own perspective. Can't just look at your journey from the outside and be like, you're doing shit. Like, who am I? Do I know what you've been through? That's crazy. Someone just deleted a comment. Okay. So there was a comment on there saying that you don't get people don't get why everyone's mad about this. It's about and then they had some like statistics about fast food. It was interesting. I was going to look at it and respond, but obviously they've deleted it. I don't know. Maybe they felt my vibe. I did reply to it. I can't remember what I said now. But anyway, there you go. That's crazy. Like and follow for more.